purchase order is created. Generated purchase order number is 4500017952. So if you go to the table 4500017952, right? This is the header table. Yes, I'm having one entry. So if I execute, you'll get that entry. Let me check in the item table also. This is item table EKPO. So if you see the header table, this is the data I passed today only. You will not have the data for what? Additional fields. What are the additional fields I've added? Yeah, what is this? Competitor name and competitor address. They are blank. Okay, they are blank. Let me check the item table. So this is the item table EKPO. Here also item data is stored. Fine. So now what is the agenda now? While calling the BAPI function model, I need to pass the data for what? Customer specific fields. So what is that? Prepare data for what? Customer specific fields. Okay, customer specific fields. What is the parameter you have to consider? Extension in BAPI parent. So it's under tables. So you have to prepare what? Internal table. So let me prepare anything available in table. You have to understand that as internal table. So BAPI parent data also T underscore extension in type table of so and so. We require a work area. So W underscore extension in type what? BAPI parents. Then I'll say clear W underscore extension in. Already we know the structure of this. What is the first one? Sorry. Before this, in the last example, we have assigned the data. We have added the additional fields in one of the dependent structure. What is that? BAPI underscore VBAK. BAP underscore VBAK. Now in this case, what is the dependent structure? Yes, just now we are seeing BAPI underscore what? BAPI underscore T underscore MEPO header. Yeah, what is that? BAPI underscore T underscore MEPO header. Okay, so let me prepare a work area for that. So I'll say data W underscore what? MEPO header type what? Sorry, type BAPI underscore T underscore so and so. Done. Okay, let me prepare this. I'll say clear W underscore MEPO header. What this BAPI underscore T underscore MEPO header contains additional fields now. So if I double click, it will contain that include now. And this include contains what? Two fields, ZZ complement ZZ competence. Am I clear? So let us pass the data for this two fields. I'll say yeah, what is that? ZZ competitor name. I give some name and then what is the other one? ZZ competitor address equal to answer something such. Done. So one work area is prepared. Now what I'll do here, I'll say clear W underscore what? Extension in. What is the structure of this? Hyphen structure equal to what is the structure we have prepared? BAPI underscore T underscore what? MEPO header. Then W underscore extension in hyphen what? Value part 1 equal to what is the work area we prepared? W underscore MEPO header. Similar logic now. In the earlier example, here we gave what? BAPI underscore VBAK, and here I give the work area containing the data. Okay, done. Then you have to append what? W underscore extension in to T underscore extension. Done. Then, yeah, here, what is the other dependent structure? W underscore MEPO header X type what? X, same, almost same. Header X field names are what? Same, but is character of one. So I have to say what? X, and here also what? X. Then you have to append now. So here done. Structure is what? Header X and this is header X. That's all. Understood? So if you are adding the data for item table also, you have to what? Prepare the work area of what type? MEPO, item and so on. Is it clear? Done. So my internal table contains how many entries? Two entries. One entry related to which structure? BAPI underscore T underscore MEPO header. Another entry related to what? BAPI underscore T underscore MEPO header X. That's all. Then it is under what section? Tables. Extension is under table. So while calling also becomes table. So I'll say here what equal to what is the internal table? T underscore extension. That's all. The process is what? Same. That's all. Okay. So let me execute now. So the change here is we are passing the data for what? Customer specific fields also. So it has to create the purchase order which contains the data for customer related field. So when I execute this, anything else we miss? That's all. Yeah. Here I am hard coding, but you will get it from what? Some other table or you will get it from a file. Okay. Let me execute this. Done. What is the structure? Purchase order number 4500179553. So earlier we didn't add entry for what? Customer specific field. So now what is that? 53. Execute this. Check the data. ABC technologies and what? Other. Done. So any questions in this part?
Independent structure will only add two fields.
You add 100 fields. No?
So 4 to 5 dependent structure will be there. But you added only two dependent structure.
Because the documentation is saying that only two are there. Related to header table, how many are there? Two. Related to header table, where I added the additional fields, EKKO table. So you should understand, you should analyze. Header clearly saying, na? So don't add in everything. In the last class also.
Earlier case only specified.
Earlier also it is specified, na? We are adding the additional fields in VBAK. Related to VBAK, we had four structures. Related to VBAP, we had four structures. There also it is specified. Here also same thing. There they are separately mentioned. For VBAK, they are the structures. For VBAP, everything is not same every time. Na? So we should do some self-analysis here. Is it clear? This is clearly saying it is item. This is what? Accounting. So I have done it for header. You do it for what? Item. So first of all, you have to go and check in what? Item table, whether we have what? CI include. Yeah, here also it's there. So what you have to do? Double click and what? Add the fields. Already I have added this, might be in some other batch. Okay, so you can double click. First time if you double click, it will ask you to create the structure. Okay, just say create the structure and add whatever fields you want. Clear? Process is what? Same. Now here, okay, we are able to understand the concept of what extension in. Now in the same business object, we have what? Get detail one. It is used for what? Getting details of what? Enjoy purchase order. Okay, so let us call this particular BAPI function. BAPI underscore PO underscore what? Get detail one. Here, if what is the purpose of this? To get the data. By default, it gets the data of what? Only standard fields. By default, it will read the data of only what? Standard fields. Now I need to enhance it to also read the data of what? Customer specific fields. So this is a read BAPI now. This is a read BAPI. So if you see the import, nothing is there here. Nothing is there. Export, nothing is there. Changing, nothing. Tables, if you see, we have a parameter what? extension out. It is also what type? BAPI per X. Extension out. Extension in is for supplying data for what? Customer specific fields. Extension out is used for reading the data related to what? Customer specific fields. So first what I'll do is I'll call this BAPI function model without considering this parameter. So if you don't consider, by default read the data of only what? Standard fields. So let me quickly do it first. Read PO data without what? Without customer specific fields. So how do you proceed now? First we need to pass what? Mandatory parameters. What is the mandatory parameter? You have to pass what? Purchase document number. So I need to prepare a field. I need to prepare a field. It's not a work area. Structure hyphen what? Field name. So I need to prepare a field. So here I'll say data v underscore what? PO number type what? So and so value. If you don't want this, you can use parameters. Okay, value. I'll directly pass this purchase order which we have. Just now we have created now. What is this? 4500017953. Done. Okay. Next, what are the other parameters? So if you pass purchase document number, which is only mandatory, what does it do? It returns what? Purchase order what? Header data. It might also return. It might also return purchase order what? Item data. They gave it as tables. No? Why? You may have multiple line items. Header data is always what? One record. But item data you may have what? Multiple records. That's why they gave it as what? Internal table. Anyhow, it is what? Optional. So I'm not interested to read the item data. I will read only what? Header data. I'll read only the header data. Okay. Header data is what? It's a structure. No? PO header is like what? BAPI, MEP header. If you double click on this, it is what? Structure which carries how many fields? 60 fields. I am interested to read only some fields like purchase order number. What is this? Company code and purchase document type. So let me prepare a work area of this type. Right? Then it also returns a status. Na? What is that? Internal table. Type what? BAPI red true. So I'll declare internal table. Type table of BAPI red true. Then I require a work area. W underscore return type BAPI red true. Done. That's all. Huh? So let me call the BAPI function model BAPI underscore PO underscore what? Get detail what? Purchase order number is what? V underscore PO number. I am not interested in these parameters. Importing. I am interested in the work area. What is the work area declared? W underscore what? PO header. Done. Then I am interested in checking the status. Return equal to what? Sorry. T underscore what? Return. It's an internal table. Rest of things I am removing. And so I'll say write what? BAPI execution status. It's an internal table. Huh? So loop at T underscore return into work area. Then W underscore return hyphen. What are the fields? Hmm? Type. Type. W underscore return hyphen what? Message. color of, just to differentiate the output. Then yeah, what is that? PO what? Header data, right? PO number is W underscore what? PO header hyphen. What are the fields it returns? PO underscore number, company code, and what? Document number. PO underscore number. Then what else? Company code hyphen company code. Then document type. W underscore PO header hyphen what? Document type. Yeah. So as of now, I am not reading the data related to what? Customer specific fields. What is that? Yeah, here only. Na? So directly I'm passing what purchase document number, because this document contains what? Data for what? Data for customer specific fields also. Okay. So when I execute, PO header data, purchase document number is what? So also company code is 1000, document type is what? NB. Is it the same? This is header table. So I'm reading the company code and what? Document type. 1000 and what? NB. But this document also contains what? Data for what? Customer specific field. So I should read this data now. Default behavior is it will not read. So what is the parameter you have to consider? Extension out. So I'll keep this program as it is. Let me make a copy of this. Attributes. This is with what? Customer specific fields. Right. So what is the parameter I need to consider? Extension out now. So where it is? Under what? Tables. Extension out. It's an internal table of what type? BAPI per X. So let me declare that. Data T underscore what? Extension out. Type table of BAPI per X. Since it returns internal table, I need to loop it. So I require what? Work area. Type what? BAPI per X. Is it clear? So I declare the internal table and work area. It is under tables now. So what is the parameter name? Extension out. Extension out is equal to what? T underscore extension out. So this is the parameter which will carry data related to what? Customer specific field. So let me debug and check what does it contain. Okay, so I'll put the breakpoint here. So see this. As of now, T underscore extension out is what? Initial. So I'm calling the BAPI function model. We're passing the purchase document number. I'll say F6. I got how many entries? 4 entries itself. So let us understand this. What is this extension out structure? It is also type what? BAPI per X. So same fields, structure, value part 1, value part 2, up to what? 4. So if you see this internal table T underscore extension out, yeah, you can see here. What is this? It contains what? BAPI underscore T underscore what? MEP header. What does it contain? ABC concatenation of what? commutator name and commutator address is stored in what field? Value part 1. I am not concerned about the other structures now. I am interested to read the data related to customer specific fields added in the header table. Header table means what is the structure I have to consider? BAPI underscore T underscore what? MEPO header. So this line only I have to read. This line only I have to read. I am not concerned about what? This one. Is it clear? So let's see how to do it. So what is the logic you have to write now? Okay, I'll keep this as it is. Customer what? Specific fields added in what? PO added data. So how do you do it? What is the internal table we have received? T underscore what? Extension out. Right? So who will tell the logic? Hmm? Irfan, tell me the logic. I have to read the data of that additional field. So tell me the logic. I got the data in this internal table, T underscore extension out. So tell me the further logic. Correct, simple ABAP here. I debug, it is showing the data. I have to read it and display now. Already I declared work area. I declared work area also. Work area followed by field name. It will come. Then what I do? Loop. Correct. Loop at T underscore extension out into W underscore what? Extension out end loop. Next. Siddharth. Next. Right statement. Right what? W underscore extension out. Refund. What? Huh? Value part 1 na? Refund what? Value part 1. Done? Yes or no, yeah? Okay. So let me check. Save. Check it. No errors. When I execute. Okay. I got like this. I got the entire 4 entries. Na? I'm interested only in what? Our own structure. What is that? Hmm? No? Hmm? Where? Where what? Structure equal to what is that? What is the structure? BAPI underscore T underscore what? MEPO header. MEPO header. Done. So when I execute now, I got this. But this entire thing is showing as a one entry, na? Because this entire thing is value part 1. What is the size of that? Character of 240. Understood? It is showing this entire as one value. But I want to extract individually. I want this part, I want this part.